Welcome back to lesson 2 of section 6. In this lesson we're going to be taking a look at test preparation. So lesson 2, what we're going to be taking a look at is what are the best methods for you to prepare for a test, the lead up to tests and the lead up to exams.
The way that you prepare yourself for tests and exams is vitally important because it means one of two things. You are either going to go into a test feeling anxious, unsure of what is expected of you, unprepared, or if you have prepared properly, you will go into a test feeling cool, calm and collected, fully prepared, knowing that you will be able to do your best. In order to prepare sufficiently for your test, there's certain steps that we need to take, and that is what this lesson is going to take a look at. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to take a look at the syllabus. So for a test or exam, you will know what it is that you need to study. You need to break down the section of work that you need to study into topic sentences, creating a list of all the sections that need to be covered. Then as you learn the sections, you start ticking off each section that you have completed. In this way, you make sure that you don't leave anything out and that there's no last minute rushing to try and cram a whole bunch of information in that you forgot to cover. This then actually leads on to step number 2, which is getting organized. Now, if you haven't been following everything that you needed to do for time management and organization, which was covered in section 2, then you need to go back to it and you need to revise it and go over it, because the time period leading up to a test or exam, it is so important for you to be organized. You need to be running your monthly calendar as well as your weekly and daily calendar. The slight difference is that your daily calendar now needs to state exactly what section you are going to be learning every day. So say for example you're writing a geography test on Friday. Monday you can put in, today I'm going to learn continents and ocean names. Tuesday I'm going to be taking a look at lines of longitude and latitude. Wednesday I'm going to revise timelines, and Thursday I'm going to revise all the information so that I'm fully prepared for my test on Friday. This is also when the list that you created can help, because you can take that list and place it into your weekly planner, organizing exactly what you're going to learn on every day. If you follow steps 1 and 2, then this next step shouldn't be an issue. No cramming. Don't cram, it's really not worth it. All it does is that it makes you anxious and it makes you stressed. And the amount of information that you can get in a cramming session is really not going to be enough for you to do well in a test or exam. Also, no all-nighters. If you go into a test or exam feeling sleep deprived, your brain gets foggy and it struggles to recall information. You have to have at least 8 hours sleep at night in order to function properly for your test and exam the next day. But if you follow step 1 and 2, there should be no need for all-nighters and no need for any type of cramming. Step 4 is to motivate and reward. If you are feeling low and you're tending to procrastinate, you need to remind yourself about your goals. You need to start taking a look at the bigger picture and thinking, why am I studying? Why am I here? What is this all for? And when you start focusing on your goals, it should start bringing in the motivation. Don't forget the rewards. The rewards are so important. Remember, it tricks your brain into believing that it's going to enjoy the study session because it knows it's going to get something great at the end of the study session. So at the end of every single study session that you have, whether you do a 40 or 50-minute study session, create a little reward for yourself at the end of that study session to pick up your motivation. You're going to want to eat healthily. Your brain is going to be working very hard over this time, and you want to give it the best fuel so that it is working at its best in absorbing information and remembering the information and giving that information back to you. If you fill your diet with a whole bunch of junk food, what tends to happen is that your insulin level rises, so you get this like rush of energy. But the problem with that is that in a couple of minutes your energy levels then plummet, and then you start feeling listless and tired, which makes it very difficult for your brain to learn and to remember information. The thing is though that your brain actually starts craving junk food because most junk food contains sugar, and sugar releases a feel-good hormone in the brain. So if you really want to have that donut, it's not the end of the world. Just make sure that your diet around the donut is healthy and that is not the only thing that you are eating. Go over past test papers. Past test papers are the best way to gauge what you know and what you don't know. Also, when you're doing the past test paper, put yourself in the exact same situation that you're going to find yourself when you go write your test at school. So if the test paper said it needs to be finished in 60 minutes, put on a timer and make sure that you complete it in 60 minutes. When you finish the test, go over all the questions, double check what you didn't know or double check any answers that you were unsure of. In this way, you know exactly what it is that you need to carry on revising and what you know, and you can leave. The last step, which is a really important step, is make time for your teacher. So teacher time. Okay, I know, and we've discussed this before, a lot of you just want to avoid your teacher as much as possible. But guys, this is a life lesson. The better relationship you can establish with your teacher, the better it is actually going to be for you. If you go to a teacher and show interest, show them your study notes and say, this is what I've been studying, these are the sections I don't understand, please will you help? If you have a teacher that turns to you and goes, no, I don't want to help you, then you need to address that issue, because teachers are there to work with you and they are there to help you. So anything you don't understand, don't sit there and dismay and go, oh, I don't know how to do this, I'm just going to leave it. Go speak to your teacher, ask if you can make an appointment. Say, I've been studying, there are a couple of pointers I need an explanation on. May I come and see you? When will it be convenient for you? And I'm telling you, 99% of teachers will respect that, and when they respect that, then they start to respect you, and your relationship then changes with your teacher, as well as the fact that you are going to gain valuable knowledge by spending time with your teacher. Because quite often a teacher will say, oh, you know what, don't really worry about that section because I'm not really going to concentrate on it in the test or exam. Or they'll say, oh yes, you better come see me because that's important. You get little tips from teachers when you speak to them one-on-one. So teacher time is really important.
That's it for this lesson. I will see you in the next one.